Hey, all right. Oh, I got James all messed up here. How's everyone doing? Let's see here. Nope, that's me. All right.
So small.
Going.
Look at me up there. Nobody. Oh, look at that sweet looking guy. Oh, Kevin twice. That's ugly. Who does that?
There we go.
Oh, finally, I get included in the group. Jeez, look at that.
Sorry.
Golly.
Had
What
mess.
is up, Facebook world? All right, there's the answer. I just got it. Everybody in the Facebook world is having a great night.
So James is feeling better.
Yeah.
I actually have a little bit more energy today, guys. I haven't really been. I've been taking it easy, ready to go. It's been nice. I'm ready to get back to myself. So hopefully after the next couple of weeks, normal.
So yeah, we have Kayla on here. Just a brief explanation. Kayla is not feeling well. So I told her, don't worry about the cam, and
She's just picture though.
Hopefully does not have COVID, but you're getting tested tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow, okay.
You sound like you're stuffy.
Yes, just a little congested.
It's a little stuffy.
Pretty tired.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a little plug real quick, Kev, while we're sitting here. I'm gonna look at this, guys. I got to show you something so sweet. We're getting ready for the holidays now. Your loved ones, we're gonna be wearing face masks for the next 10 years, so you're just gonna need one. You know what we got right here, guys? You guys ready for this? Oh, boom! Boom! Look at these sweet WPRS masks. They are sweet. They are awesome. They cover your face. They do the job. If you go to WPRS.live, go to the merch store there, you can buy you some stuff. Let's roll.
Yeah, I put that in chat there, so if anyone is interested. Don't know if it posted.
All right,
there it goes.
that's awesome. It's just the Facebook land's a little bit behind right now.
Yeah,
guys, we've got a lot of current events going on in our world right now. It's been a whirlwind, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Let's fast forward back to March real quick when Tiger King took over, and then the world was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?
Speaking of Tiger King,
what's that?
They actually passed the you're not allowed to own
Tiger law.
Tiger, yeah, they passed the Tiger law.
Hell yeah! But so that part of quarantine was fun. We all loved the Tiger King, fell in love with it. Fast forward, 2020 came at us hard, punching left and right, and then the Pentagon's like, I'm gonna leak out something. I'm gonna make something aware. By the way, aliens are real. You guys saw that? That dropped what, like June, July, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When they snuck in there.
And we posted about it.
UFOs are real. Yeah, we posted several articles about UFOs being real and everything like that.
Confirmed real. We lost you, James.
Silver monolith. You lost
back.
me.
Yeah, you're back now. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We just lost you.
No, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started talking about monoliths and aliens. I got abducted.
Yeah, no. Facebook or Discord's censoring you.
I said monolith. They might have censored me. Kayla, this has been kind of like your interest.
Yeah.
This past week, you kind of deep dived into these monoliths and everything. I know the Facebook world and the internet world's really taking these by storm. It's quite crazy the reaction this metal object is getting.
Absolutely.
What movie was it? Space Odyssey? Wasn't it Space Odyssey when the black monoliths came in?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Just making sure. So this is an elaborate plan for Space Odyssey 2 is what I'm hearing?
Yeah, that's one of the...
that would make 2020 better,
the
right?
ideas for the hoaxes is that it's a play on the Space Odyssey.
Oh, man. I'm interested to learn all about these tonight.
Well, we did have something different. So let's start off with a little bit more current events that just happened. Even though currently the monoliths are happening, which is crazy. So the Pentagon had photos leaked.
Oh, yes! That was today.
That was today. Pentagon had photos leaked.
You shot a photo?
Yes, I put it in Discord here. Let me if I mess with it. Can you get it out of Discord, James?
I don't even know what to do.
It's in general chat.
How do I go back?
Never mind. No one's gonna see you for a minute.
I have it pulled up.
Do you want to?
Can you share the picture?
Can you post it in the chat?
Chat.
In the Facebook chat?
Yeah, in the Facebook chat.
Yeah.
So, the Pentagon released some photos today that are kind of iffy, and it's kind of supporting the, our things about space and everything.
Yeah, was it the Pentagon? I mean, or did they get hacked, or, like, leaked?
I don't know. I haven't. This is the first I'm hearing about it.
Yeah.
I thought it got leaked today. Maybe it did get. I don't know.
That's how the story is worded. That this was leaked out from the Pentagon.
Oh, well, that's.
So yeah, I got it from a buddy. It's a news story that the day happened, so it's really cool. Any luck, Kayla?
She's working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to see.
So, as she's working on it real quick, Facebook chat, I'm going to go over a few things with you. If you have any questions related to the paranormal, to the monoliths, to aliens, or just any question about the weird and freaky, this is what we do. We're here to answer your questions. Post them in the chat. Doesn't have to be related to our topics tonight. We will answer a broad range of topics. So
I got it, Kayla.
Okay.
Go ahead, ask away. We also, stars are available. Come on in. You can donate some stars. That actually helps better our feed. Helps better our everything.
If you like what we're doing here, definitely help us out here. So I posted the link in chat, and I'm going to switch over to it.
I'm going to look at it too. Actually, you're going to put it up. So
There we go. So yeah, from the dad, and it is basically showing an image, a person in a jet.
Wow.
I don't know which one. I don't know what kind of jet this is.
Looks
Fighter,
like
yeah,
of a fighter jet.
Of some fighter jet.
Looks like an F-18 cockpit. Yeah.
But yeah, this happened 6 hours. Or this was posted 6 hours ago.
And this is one that's probably been released.
Yeah. Let's see if this just pulls up the image.
That'd be nice.
Oh, this page is not found.
Oh, so mysteriously, everybody screenshot this. I think Facebook's taking us down.
Nope, there it is. There it is. Nope.
Oh,
no,
nope,
they won't. They won't let
there.
you pull up the image for
That's
some
crazy.
reason.
If you scroll down, there's a Twitter, like, right underneath it. Yeah, try to click on that.
Nope, page not found.
Yeah, page
That's
not found.
weird.
That's where I was going.
geez.
Sorry.
That's weird.
So yeah.
That's
so
cool.
see if I can zoom
So,
in here. Yeah, there we go. I'll just zoom in a bit. Good thing I know how to use keyboards and macros. But yeah, so there's the image. It's a little blurry. And James, why are we how are we seeing this? You were in the military. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I mean that right there. I mean that's obviously from a cockpit camera of a fighter.
So the cockpits have cameras.
Henry Barnett, what's up, buddy? But that's actually, and we got 589 Barbecue in here. We also got Henry Barnett in here. What's up? The cockpit is, I mean, they have two cameras behind them to actually judge like training missions and stuff like that.
Okay.
So they're usually high-res cameras. So they're usually pretty efficient, so they can see whether if it's like a bird flies in the engine or something, so they can see stuff like that. It's kind of like having a dashboard camera for your car. But that image, that picture, I've never seen zoomed in. Whatever that like floating castle.
Yeah.
Whatever that. It looks like
In the article, they're saying that people were like, "Oh, it's a weather balloon."
Of course they are.
Of course.
Yeah. They ran it by several officials who dismissed the idea, saying the object appeared to be unaffected by the wind.
Yeah,
Wow,
because it's an alien spacecraft. I don't know. I just want it to be.
No, I mean, I would be the first
Well,
one.
then it also says that the photo was taken. The photo was taken in 2018 by Navy pilots.
Yep, that's definitely Navy jet.
So then this was just leaked recently.
This probably
So
it's
Yeah.
It seems like every month or so, the Pentagon's releasing more and more classified files, stuff related to that, and it's. I mean, I'm starting to think the X-Files are real.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Technically it is because
true.
they've had
I've watched that Netflix show. It was I sent it to you because Pre University was on there.
Yes.
Dang, I forget about the show right now, but that followed it from the beginning of 1947 Roswell.
Project Blue Book.
Project Blue Book. That's what it was.
It's basically X-Files.
Yeah, it's basically they admitted in the 50s and 60s that UFOs were real, but coming out of the 60s, everything disappeared.
Yeah, then they backtracked.
Everything. They backtracked, said, "Oh, UFOs aren't real; those are weather balloons." But what? There has to be other stuff out there.
Oh, for sure. I mean, just the sheer amount of
Kayla,
just stuff out there.
Where was this first monolith found? Can you kind of give us the backstory of what kind of created this internet sensation?
Yeah, so it was found. Yeah, they first found it in Utah. It was found by the Department of Public Safety. They were traveling like in the canyons out there looking for like longhorn sheep, like doing a count on them. And they were just like kind of flying around in a helicopter and they saw this thing on the ground. And so they flew down to check it out. And it was like 10 to 12 feet tall. And it was actually stuck like in the ground. It wasn't just like resting in the ground. And then the more that people obviously looked into it, there's actually pictures of it in that location back in like 2015, 2016. So it's been there for a while.
Been there for at least 5 years that they can tell.
That's crazy. So how did this, like, is this the first time these land surveyors or they call it, well, the land management, Bureau of Land Management is what they're, the people. So this is the first time they must, like, do a flyover every 5 years?
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess, like, migration patterns of the sheep or whatever they're looking for.
That's right, they were counting sheep. They were counting.
Yeah.
Right.
They were trying to fall asleep. Yeah.
Longhorn sheep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fair.
So
That's fair. So this all started in Utah. Isn't it weird? Because I'm just going to spin this one way real quick and just kind of get some speculation in people's heads. 5 years ago, we could either say aliens have been here for 5 years and they've been watching through this monolith, or somebody has a really, really good elaborate hoax on. They've just been waiting to pounce on it for 5 years, and they probably had this like station throughout the whole world, and they're like, "Oh, finally somebody notices."
I mean, like, what's the point? You know, what's the point of this monolith? That's what I've been sitting here and trying to figure out.
That's one of like the theories that they have of where it came from. So there's an artist called John. His name was John McCracken. He actually passed away in 2011. But there is a gallery that's getting ready to display all of his work. The guy's name is David Zwerner. And it's a gallery that he owns that he's getting ready to do this thing for John McCracken. But Patrick McCracken, who is his son, said he remembers having a conversation with his father back in 2002. And he said, we were standing outside underneath the stars, and his dad told him he would like to leave his work in remote places to be discovered later.
So you think this could be like, even if it is that itself is awesome and mysterious, and who knows how many things this dude has hid.
Well, I mean,
that's what it is.
One of the things that he does is monoliths. He has an art gallery
that's like all
of monoliths
like
that he's done.
Very
stone monoliths.
Yeah. Yes. Stone, metal, very simple, just columns of different shapes and sizes.
Yeah. So that was why when they saw this and this came out, the curator of his up and coming art gallery was like, "This is him 100% without a doubt," kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
But then this guy and numerous other artists who have studied McCracken have said that that is not his work. Like, those monoliths are not his. Like, they've studied the pictures and videos of people who've gone out there. Yeah, it's not his work. So.
Just like you can do with any other artist throughout history. You can tell who painted it, you can tell who did this, who did what.
Well, they have styles.
Mystery. That's mysterious.
Yeah. Certain materials that they use, certain ways that he would have attached the sides together, things like that. So
riveted, welded.
The amount of what ifs 2020 right now is really good. So this is just stirring the pot in December. We still got, most of December to go. What's going to go on 2020? Now,
how are you going to close this out?
I think monoliths are going to be popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, everybody's been joking, you know, that it's either going to be like zombies or aliens, and I'm like, I'm down for some aliens. Like,
well, we've already had aliens.
Come in peace. Like,
government's already came out.
I know, but I mean, let's be friends. Like, I'm down.
Let's have a Spock moment.
Yeah.
Let's have a Spock moment.
Yeah. Let's have them land.
I'm a Star Wars fan for this.
Like,
Star
you
Wars.
teach me your ways, and I'll
Star
teach you
Trek.
mine.
But
Whatever.
yeah, so
that's awesome.
Well, I have a picture of the one in. I have a picture of all of them, but this is the one in Utah.
Right now, that's what we've been talking about.
Let me move over to here.
They actually, people that took it down, there was a lot of publicity coming around. So people were trying to drag vehicles back. They were trying to hike it. The amount of 911 calls tripled trying to see this thing in a matter of days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's absolutely crazy. And it's so weird. It's like in the perfect light proportion to what's coming in from the night sky, you know what I mean?
And it actually, another weird thing about it, I was watching a video with
the rock, right?
the public safety. Yeah, the point on the triangle was pointed directly into like a very thin crevice that goes through the canyon. So that it was just like directly lined up to point into this crack in the canyon.
Did anybody walk in the crack? Did anybody...
No, it wasn't big enough. Like, I mean, it was only a couple inches wide.
But that's still weird. That is so weird.
One of the things that I have wanted to do is like try to find the exact coordinates of all three of the monoliths.
Yeah.
And see how they coordinate with each other. Yeah.
And how they that's something that's actually really too. Because what if these
I don't think we're done.
Late line hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're done though. But here's the photo of another one that we're going to talk about. This is the one in Romania.
Okay.
So this one's very different.
It seemed like it was very different. It seems smudged almost, or is that a reflection?
So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that someone put like an angle iron to this and made circles in it. Gave it texture.
Like an angle die grinder?
Yeah, just like an angle iron.
My theory
grinder
was that
on
it's cold in Romania.
Hey, Myers, thanks for joining us.
It's colder in Romania. It could be like frost.
No, so this photo doesn't do much justice of it. But if you zoom in on some of the YouTube videos out there of it,
and you can see the circle pattern.
You can see the circle pattern, and it's not anything consistent. It's all over the place, and it looks hand done. Like the circles don't have a certain pattern to them. In like the the shapes of the circles. Not only there's so many of the circles, but the shapes of the circles vary in sizes, and how tight of a grouping they are, and stuff like that. So I think this is someone that just got tired of doing it after a while and just said, screw it, and just did more and more and more and more.
I couldn't really find a lot of articles on the Romania monolith.
Did they remove the Romanian at all?
Yes.
It just disappeared.
It just disappeared.
That's the only one I've not been able to find how it was.
So where it was placed, so this is something I found out today.
Yeah. That's the only one that just disappeared, and there's nobody that came forward.
Where it was placed was government protected. So this was an archaeological archaeologist landmark.
There you go.
And so to remove it, once it was there, to remove it, you needed government permission. Yeah. So that's why no one's came forward, because it was illegal to remove it, since it was a dig site.
It was pointing towards an enchanted forest.
So the thing is, now, what if these monoliths are pointing to, like, you've heard everybody talk about the Fey kind, about the Fey world, or anything like that.
The Green Man,
Yeah, what if these monoliths are pointing to something that's related to the Fey world or supernatural? So you got the crack in the rock. Nobody knows where that crack leads. What if it leads to a cavern below the rock, and it's, that's where an alien ship is? Or what if this enchanted forest, there's fairies? Say, I'm just throwing that out there. This is what's going through my brain right now.
Yeah.
And that's scary. My brain's a scary place.
Yeah, it is.
It's a very scary place. But the what ifs, just like 2020, the what ifs suck in there. because you never know what's real, what's fake, or anything. But I mean, I think it all has something connected to do with the supernatural.
Yeah.
Because there's some religious groups coming out saying 2020 is the first trigger of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Yeah, the first coming.
The first coming. So everybody is like, everybody's got their own spin on this. So what if this monolith is something supernatural related?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, there's no book about this.
Yeah. Well, after a while, I think my personal opinion is that this is turned into a copycat scenario.
Do you think they're just popping up because everybody's getting the publicity from them? And
they want their 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
and that sucks. I think the first one was legit, like, the
fact that it's been there for so long
and no one noticed. What was the purpose behind it? Those questions intrigue me the most about the Utah one. Now, even if it was man-made, I still have those questions. Why did you do it? Was this a publicity stunt for Space Odyssey? How did you make this? How long did it take you?
No matter what, it takes a massive amount of planning to do what they're doing right now.
Yeah, and they cut into the rock.
It was perfectly cut and placed.
Yeah, like the time on this.
Removed. Yeah.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time and cared about this. Now the other one, the Romania one, you could just push over.
Yeah.
The California one. Alexis, thank you for liking the stream. But yeah, the Romania one you could just push over. So that I think that's why that one got removed so easily. And then the California one was there for what, a day or two?
They said, allegedly it was there for years.
No, the California.
I didn't know there was one in California. Where was there one in California?
There was one in Pine Mountain, Atascadero.
I got you. I know where Mountain.
Yeah, so that's where that one was.
How are you going to carry a 300-pound plus metal thing up a mountain?
Trevor, thank you for liking the stream.
So that was the thing about the Utah one. This is what I thought was weird. Yeah, these guys came forward and said that they were the ones that did it, but there was a guy out there when they came. There was a guy out there taking pictures of the monolith, and they literally just came out of nowhere with a wheelbarrow. And I don't know if you've seen videos of where this monolith is. It's literally in a canyon. There's not an easy way to get down there.
Yeah.
And so this guy, his name was Ross Bernards. He said 4 men arrived and dismantled it, but they just walked up to it and pushed it over. And there's pictures of him standing on top of it. So it couldn't have been easy to push it over. And then they dismantled it. And he said at 8:40 is when they arrived. And then they said while they were there is, this is why you don't leave trash in the desert. They pushed it over, dismantled it, and at 8:48 they left and looked at the 2 guys that were there and told them, leave no trace. And that was it. And then they were gone.
Mind you, okay, I'm going to go with my military background and my government conspiracy background. Not really. But
not really.
What is it? I don't know. Bah! Just kidding. So what if those were government officials? And then they came to dismantle it. That's why it was discreet. They were coming when somebody wasn't there.
And they came with a wheelbarrow, though?
Yeah.
Maybe they that's the only way they can get it down.
I thought it was a dolly.
Less in those type of situations, you know what I mean? Yeah. So less wheel marks, less footprints, less everything. Yeah. So, and then leave no trace? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And how is this photographer just sitting here listening to this?
And he didn't take any pictures. His friend snapped it. There's actually pictures of them pushing it over and dismantling it. And there's a video. I think I sent it to Kevin in Discord.
I saw the video of the wheelbarrow. Them carrying the
that article.
Yeah, I saw that.
I sent you, Kevin. There was a video on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. I saw that.
You're wanting me to pull that up, aren't you?
So.
You're wanting me to pull it up.
You don't have to, no.
Oh, okay. Because I'll have to take James out of there and everything. I want to say, Michael, thank you for liking the stream as well.
Also, let me take a pause real quick before we dive in more. Again, chat room, you can ask any question you want to ask related to the paranormal, whatever we're talking about now, previous, or if you're having issues at your home, ask away.
Yeah.
So, and we'll see that. We will stop, pause, answer your question, and get back to the chat that we're doing. We're just doing a good old chat around. And don't be afraid. Our stars are active. Hit that star button. Donate some. Let us get some more cool graphics. Let us fund some more research for these shows. Donate.
Maybe we can get James a cooler sweater.
No, I don't think I need one. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Look at this. Letterkenny. That thing's
Alan saw a TikTok about what Kayla was talking about.
about the wheelbarrow and all that. I think that's where I found it.
Yeah.
I don't remember where. But I remember seeing the wheelbarrow video.
Yeah, I put it, in our Discord chat. I put that article, and there was a bunch of different videos and pictures. And then I saw some really cool videos on YouTube of people who actually went out there and, like, try to find it. One guy, it took him, like, 3 hours to get down there. To figure out how to get down there.
Get down there where the monolith was?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's honestly the easiest way to get there is by helicopter.
Yeah.
There was one guy that just like he's a helicopter pilot and he had his license and everything, so him and his group of friends just hopped in his helicopter and flew out there and landed. And he was like, "There's people out there," and he was like, "That's crazy because it's really hard to get out there." Is what And I was like,
"Yeah."
I mean, they make it easy because then it's not mysterious. Then it's not an
well, that's why it took so long to find too. It took 5 years.
True.
At least. What we know.
And it's not noticed.
A really cool video of a guy who went out there is Talon Sai on YouTube. He like travels all around the world and like sees different things, but he went down, but he was one. It took him a long time to get down there. He walked pretty much clear around the canyon ridge until he saw a vehicle coming out a different direction. So then he walked back to his car and then found a way that was a little less difficult to get down there. But
okay,
it's just wild that those men pulled it out with a wheelbarrow. This 12-foot tall metal object. They put it in a wheelbarrow and just wheeled it away.
There is a frame still there.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of a frame there set up.
Just the base.
Yeah, the base. But they cut this into the ground and then set it in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Michael, the third one's in California.
It's buried. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, it was buried a little bit. So the third one, Michael's asking, where's the third one at? What was that again,
Pine
Kayla?
Mountain, California.
Pine
Mountain.
That was just recently discovered, wasn't it?
Yes. Well, and also
December
taken
2nd.
down.
Yeah, December 2nd is when the Pine Mountain one was found. November 26th was in Romania, and November 18th was in Utah.
And the December 4th was when the other one was taken down in California. Literally,
so it was
it had rebar holding it into the ground. Because I saw pictures of it, and there's rebar sticking out of the ground of where they put it in. And then they put the people from Orange County. There was a video. I did not see it, and I only allege from what I've read because, again, I don't. In today's society, you don't know until you actually watch the video.
No.
But supposedly it was a very religious group of 3 men, and they were making racist remarks and other things like that, and took it out of the ground and then put a wooden cross in the ground. So, do with that with what you will. If you can find the video, awesome. But we're not gonna watch it. We'll watch it in our own time. And I didn't have time because this literally just happened. But yeah, we're not gonna have that dialogue on here.
On there,
and we're not even gonna risk it.
No, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
No.
So that's just. I mean, I obviously, Kayla, I know you're itching to tell more about.
Do you have any more about this?
I do have more.
Oh my god!
She's ready to go. Well, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. If you guys can.
Yeah, you do your thing.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna go show the one from California while you're doing this.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so I did research into the 4 guys that took it down in Utah. Because, 2 of the 4, anyways. Only 2 of them came forward and said, like, why they did it and everything. So, they said they did it because they wanted to prevent the destruction of land. And one of the guys, Andy Lewis, one of the guys that came forward, he was actually charged for like $965 for base jumping back in like, so like he said he's doing it to protect this land, but yet he's also part of this group that's like wanting to fight being able to do like base jumping off of places that aren't like safe and stuff too. And then there's another guy that he the other one that came forward, he's actually like part of a lot of different like protests of things for like natural land resources and stuff.
Okay.
But I just thought it was interesting that these guys like have already been in trouble with the Bureau of Land Management before as well.
So it makes you wonder if these guys are actually.
Yeah.
It really does. How do you get in trouble with the Bureau of Land Management?
Well, the Andy Lewis, he got for base jumping. He was charged $965 for base jumping in places that he wasn't supposed to be.
I mean, that's let the man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let me.
But the one that the one we're looking at right now is the one from California. Yes, and
it's so weird.
That one is from Romania, and then this one is from Utah. And as you can see, the one from Romania has it's different style. You can see these angle grinds in here, or some kind of grinding tool. I don't know exactly what that is.
I mean, it looks like you said, an angle die grinder. And some photographer took some time to expose the camera on that last, because that was beautiful.
This one? Oh God, yes. This is the one that we put on our come join our podcast. We're talking about this.
Yeah.
I found this one and I was like, oh, this is gorgeous.
That was like a really, really, really cool. Mm-hmm. That's a really, really cool.
Well, it was there long enough for people to actually, get a good photo of it.
What's behind that crack?
Well, that's exactly behind him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly behind him. Maybe he didn't live.
That one, the one from California, isn't too bad of a photo either. I mean, it's definitely not done all artsy style, but it's a solid photo. And again, for anyone who was just tuning in, the one that we talked about earlier is a UFO just leaked out of the Pentagon today, like 6 hours ago. So
literally 6 hours.
That one is definitely interesting as well. We talked about that earlier. Go back and check that out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. And maybe we'll do another story about this next weekend, depending on if there's any follow-up to it.
There's 10,000 more of these things,
right?
Or we find out exactly what it is.
Kayla, here could be your alien story that you were looking for December.
Yeah, it could be.
I think my internet's being a little spotty there, Trevor. Sorry, bud.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi.
I never. Yeah, when he's on Wi-Fi, that happens.
That's my bad. I'll plug in Ethernet next time. I'm not in the studio. I'm out in the bar area. Little man cave.
And I think, Kayla, are you opening something?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the article that I was reading about the guys that took it down.
That might be also what you're hearing, Trevor, is some like little static coming from Kayla's end from opening up apps and stuff like that.
Hopefully everybody hears me good to go.
Yeah, you're not terrible. Not like that one time where you just cut out completely for like a solid 30 seconds. You might just drop like half a word or something.
Oh. I didn't make it to the school to grab that other
all good
microphone.
Yeah, like I said, it's probably just your Wi-Fi dropping out.
I got Friday.
I'm on Wi-Fi too.
There's
you guys.
That.
All you guys.
There's that. What? You know what? When COVID goes away, we can do the proper show in the proper studio. It'll be different.
It will be done. I am, speaking of that, tomorrow, I don't know what I'm doing, if I am doing anything on the table, but I just have to polyurethane it. Is that what I'm doing? Varnish. No, I'm putting varnish on it. I was going to put epoxy and everything on it, but it's just too expensive. For how big the table is, it is going to cost hundreds of dollars. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing setup once it's all done.
Everything, really.
I'm hoping to have it done by the end of the year. If not, next month.
Again, chat room, if you have any, please ask questions away.
Oh, you did break up a lot there. I'll help you out here. Chat, if you, what he was saying was is if you have any issues in your home, anything like that, any questions that pertain to the paranormal, just throw it in chat, and we'll definitely answer them. I think that leads us to our video.
Oh yeah, let's roll the video.
Yeah, we have a video. I have not seen any of it. I just clicked on one of Duke's. I did not have a lot of time, and so this is I have not looked at it. So
hopefully it's not as scary as the one you guys did last week. That one gave me the heebie-jeebies.
It might be worse. Duke has had some good stuff. All right, hang on here. Let's see here. Is that cut weird? That's weird. Whoop, that's not what I wanted.
Oh, geez, what are you doing?
I hit the wrong thing here, guys. We're back on us.
Watching there, guy.
Prop.
There we go.
Okay.
Are we done? Pattern. Alright, I'm gonna mute my microphone, guys.
The old. Yeah. Go ahead. So we're gonna start it off here, and I'll stop it when we get to the next one.
Washoe Club. The old Washoe Club in Virginia City, Nevada is over 150 years old. In the Wild West of Nevada in the 1860s, the club was originally a house of debauchery for super wealthy men. They would drink, gamble, and partake of the club's, quote, women of the night. It is said that many of these women lost their lives at the hands of some of the more violent and intoxicated upper-class patrons. Some believe that the souls of the women who passed away there still wander the old Washoe Club to this day. As for other spirits who are said to inhabit the old Washoe Club, the spirit of a 10-year-old girl named Gretchen who was trampled by a stagecoach in front of the saloon is also said to haunt the second floor of the old Washoe Club. And the dark and tragic history of the club doesn't end there. In 1982, a man named Scotty took his own life on the third floor of the building. Workers and visitors say that they often hear his spirit pacing back and forth on the third floor, mumbling to himself. And he's sometimes even spotted standing at the top of the club's staircase. Ghost hunters Ryan, River, Wyatt, and Nick from the popular ghost hunting channel Twin Paranormal visit the old Washoe Club to do an overnight investigation. Throughout the night, the team's equipment fails and shuts off multiple times.
It's dead. Dead. Like critical dead.
How? There's no way.
And they hear creepy footsteps and unexplained sounds.
What's that? That was a cough. If it's one of the girls, make a knock. Was that you?
No way.
Was that you? Was that you?
No, I swear.
You?
None of us.
Oh my god.
We were standing completely still.
We're gonna play your song. We're gonna play your song.
And that's just a tiny sample of all the strange sounds that they capture inside the old Washoe Club. Even creepier, when all the guys go into the downstairs ballroom to do a spirit box session, their static camera that's pointed at the staircase captures something downright chilling.
What was that?
Abandoned.
Abandoned? What do you mean abandoned? This place was? You were? How are you feeling right now? Are you happy? Are you sad?
A bizarre shadow figure seems to walk right up to the staircase and then just sort of retreats or disappears back out of sight. This is the same spot where many witnesses claim to have seen the apparition of Scotty, the man who took his own life in the room at the top of these very stairs. The Twin Paranormal team heads up those stairs to the room where Scotty passed away. That's when things take a terrifying turn.
The room. There. Oh my god, dude. That just gave me chills. Oh my god, me too. That gave me chills. Holy crap! Guys, something was just standing there and it like morphed into an orb and it flew that way. As soon as you turned around, literally as soon as somebody... Get out! Get out! Get out! Turn around, look at the sign. Get out! What was that? No. What was that? The camera. The action cam! The camera's on the ground! No! It's on the ground! Oh my god! The action cam flew off! It said get out. Ah! Oh! No! What the? Yo, give me your camera. No. Hey guys, we're not... Calm down. You're kidding. No! We didn't do anything wrong! Look, I don't have nails, okay? Look, there's no way that I could have done this to myself. No f***ing way.
I can hear it in your voice.
Like, I can swear to you guys. Oh, you're kidding. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Hold on.
The screen is cracked.
Look, guys, no string. There's no string. This is real. 100% real.
First, Ryan sees something he can't explain on the other side of the room. The spirit box says, "Get out." Then one of their cameras sitting at the top of the staircase flies off its tripod, smashing the camera's screen. Then out of nowhere, River gets scratched by something on his left side. 3 long scratches that go all the way from his ribs to his hip. River shows that he has no nails and wouldn't have been able to scratch himself in any way. So did the Twin Paranormal team capture one of the angry spirits that seemed to be stuck at the old Washoe Club after meeting a tragic fate? Or could these seemingly violent apparitions be something more sinister? Let me know what you think. You can follow Twin Paranormal's continuing investigation of the old Washoe Club over on their YouTube channel, where they capture even more strange activity. So, be sure to check it out.
All right, so I want to say something we didn't say at the beginning of everything. If you're new here to the podcast, do go follow and support all the people we're broadcasting out here. Nukes, YouTube.
One of the coolest YouTubers that puts the scariest videos out there. His top 5s, top 10s, some of the creepiest I've ever watched.
And anyone that he promotes and broadcasts during his videos and says to go see, if you could, give them a like and follow.
Go give a like. Twin Paranormal. I'm sitting here watching this video, and the guy with the face tattoo, I've met him before.
Yeah.
And I can't pinpoint where, but I've definitely met him before because we talked about his face tattoos, and I think it was Scarefest.
It's probably Scarefest.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of their videos.
I think it was a Scarefest after party. I think it was last year. I think I met him. I really do. Not last year, the year before. I keep saying last year. We actually got a year.
Yeah. No, we didn't go anywhere.
So the Horse Club has been one of my bucket list items. It's one of the coolest places I've ever.
Well, it sounds like you need to get good friends with them then.
I know, right? That sounds like you love that. But just the sheer factor of that, even having a recent suicide is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But there was a lot that happened in a row right there, so let's kind of break that down. What do you guys think?
Yeah, no, let's see here. I thought it was, I don't know where to start because there was a lot. Yeah. The shadow. I did not see the shadow at the very beginning. Not until it was enhanced. When they enhanced it, I don't know if that, I personally don't think that helps as much, when you enhance something. But I understand, maybe that gave a little bit more contrast. But it also gives the doubters to think that you just put that in there. So
that's true.
That is what it is, and I'm glad that wasn't
last week where that shadow that poked out, that was so apparent.
Yeah.
church.
Yeah.
Same, very green.
Yeah. You didn't have to strain to see it, or it didn't have to be brightened to see it. So,
Yeah.
but I'm so glad that wasn't what the whole video was about, because it only gives more to everything else that happened, you know.
Yeah.
And it was crazy that on the wall it did say "Get out," and then the thing was saying "Get out."
If they were using like an Ovilus type object, or if they're using a spirit box or something, I couldn't really tell.
I think it was an Ovilus. That would have been my guess.
And then it fell, pointing to the camera that fell.
Yeah.
I would have liked him to throw in the footage of that camera falling.
They did.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was on there.
I mean, the actual camera footage of it. Like, hey, this is the camera that's falling.
I see
and
what
it
you're
cutting out. So you can see if there's anything interacting with the stand. You can see if there's anything interacting with the camera. And it's just...
To be fair... you know, you don't really... When setting up, you don't really have a camera overlooking a camera. That's not normally how you set up equipment. So I get it. You know, maybe they would have gotten lucky and panned over when all that happened with their handhelds that they had. But typically, we don't set up our stuff like that either. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we don't. We like to, you know, we really don't have many, like our 4K cameras.
And also, it was very small. So I wonder how well it was connected.
To the stand?
To the stand.
Camera.
So that part, you know, led me to be a little concerned. How did it just get a half a turn? I mean, it still fell, don't get me wrong. Nothing was going on. No one was walking past it or anything. And it fell. So there is something to that. But, like, I mean, in my mind, I would think there's something to it with everything else that happened. If it was just that camera fell and then you saw a shadow as well, I would have been like, you know, like, it's decent. But I'm not going, oh, this place is insane. But
until the scratches.
Until the scratches, until it said demon, until it said get out, you know. And that was one thing it didn't say anything about. Like, it said demon, then he got scratched.
Yeah.
He got attacked right when it said demon.
I mean, granted, he didn't have nails. They did. I like how they debunked that. They said, you know, I don't have nails.
Yeah, and they also took the time saying, don't touch that, and said, there are no strings here, you know? Like, they made a lot of good efforts.
They did a lot of good efforts to debunk what was going on in the situation given.
Yeah, whether you believe that whole thing or not, gotta give them credit.
It's just weird how the 3 scratches met up with, you know, what they thought was a demon voice.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of hate that they jumped straight into the demon voice. But then again, every paranormal investigator, they're always going to relate that back scratching.
Well, they it said demon on the Ovilus.
So they had to be using the Ovilus if you're getting.
Yeah, that was the Ovilus said get out, and then it the camera fell, and then they saw the figure. He saw it with his own eyes, so you know you tack that up to personal experience. And then the camera fell. Or he saw it. It said "get out." The camera fell. It said "demon." He got scratched.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that was how it all happened, and I was just like, "Damn!" And it was wham bam. Like he saw it. He walked over there after getting done freaking out. Curtis, look, James, looks like you have a fan.
Curtis, what's up, big dog? How are you doing, man? I haven't talked to you in forever. Good seeing you on here, man. Good seeing you on here. Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it.
You guys.
Yeah, no. So it was just it happened in, I would say, a minute or two.
Yeah.
You know, that was a lot of stuff.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah, in what we do, that is a lot, and it happened really fast.
Well, I think it did happen really, really quick. I wish I would have had a sequence of events that they had. At an investigation, I've had something close, but not like it was like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah,
I did overreact more than I think we would, because we've always kind of taken, you know, don't run away from things kind of aspect, and you hear that, and you could really they were actually scared.
And Trevor, that is another interesting, a nice little a little bit to it as well. Trevor was saying, how about the voice when it said I was going to play your song? I don't know if that was the obvious. I think it was.
I think so too. I didn't really pick up on that.
I wish they would have clarified, and maybe maybe they did, and Nukes just left that out, which I get. I mean, there's a lot of information there, and he shouldn't have to put in every single detail that the group goes over, all the equipment that they were using and everything, because that would just make his videos like really, really long. So I get it. But if you do go check their video out, you check this one out specifically, and you do see what they use, I would assume it's either an Ovilus or that was an EVP that they just didn't hear.
Yeah.
And then they went over it.
They could have heard it in post production.
Exactly.
And that's we've all been there, done that. We haven't heard something. I mean, obviously we've been there, but we'll see. I'm excited to see what's next in these videos.
Yeah, I was gonna say that leads us on. I think we covered most of it, so let's go ahead and jump back over, and one of you two can take the next one.
Lesson learned. Gabriel Martinez Navarro posted a very creepy video to his Facebook page that shocked thousands of viewers. In the video, Gabriel explains that he's on his way to the abandoned Benito Juarez school on a desolate road outside his hometown of Gualahuises, Mexico. He claims that he has seen a video of a small ghost hunting group who went to the long-abandoned school and captured an unexplained voice that said, quote, "It hurts so much." Gabriel is very skeptical of the alleged haunting and decides to go investigate the school himself in the middle of the night and all alone. I probably don't even need to say this, but it did not go well.
Esta es la escuela. La escuela San Benito Juárez. 1954. Pues ya vieron, güey. Puro pinche pedo, no hay ni madres a la verga. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, no mames. No mames. ¿Qué es esto?
Gabriel enters one of the abandoned school's classrooms. On the side of the room, there are stacks of what appear to be old rusted school desks. Suddenly, a heavy plank seems to slide down on its own before it falls hard on the concrete floor. Then the entrance door, Gabriel's only way out, slams shut. After gathering his courage, he slowly makes his way towards the door to leave the school grounds. That's when things get truly bizarre.
¿Quién es? ¿Quién es? ¿Qué le pregunto, güey?
Did you see it? A sound startles Gabriel and he turns around, and on the left side of the doorframe, barely visible on camera, a face appears, sending Gabriel running in fear. The small face appears to be that of a child, its glowing eyes staring at Gabriel from the dark. So did Gabriel actually capture the paranormal activity that he was so skeptical about? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Something
All right. Whew. That was a little.
That was, it's going back to our third, and like I hate to say this, that's obviously that was for American. Just like our videos last week, we had the pinata shop. We had a couple videos out of Mexico City. This obviously. Oh, hold on.
Oh, you're fine. Matt Jenkins, thank you for following. I appreciate it.
Jenkins, what's up, buddy? How you been, bud? I haven't seen you forever. But you got to think like, yes, we've had experience in old schoolhouses. So, can old schoolhouses be haunted? Yes. And I'm going to tell a little bit of a story real quick, if you guys don't mind, about Post-Town Elementary when we were doing our Audi Files episode.
Yeah.
Have at it.
So, kind of like he walked into that room, and he was walking around the classroom, the board fell, then the door slammed. I had a similar experience at Post-Town Elementary School. Give those guys a shout out. Daryl Wiseman over there, they're doing a great job at Post-Town Elementary, hosting their investigations. One of my favorite locations to go to. Not only can you stay the night there, they've actually made accommodations for you to spend the night there. This place is crazy. So you can check out our Audit Files episode like that. We'll post that here the next, probably today or tomorrow on our page so you guys can watch it. But I was in the principal's office, like not really the principal's office, the secretary's office, I would say, like the office, the waiting room area. Before you go.
The main head office area that they're all at.
Yeah, that one. So I'm sitting outside in the video. This is all documented on video. I also try to debunk it after it happened. His door shut, my door open. And I'm knocking on the wall because the story alleged that I think they said the principal passed away there because of a heart attack. Or
I don't remember.
I could be making that up, or I could be just hearing that from someone else. But I'm not sure on somebody died. But we're knocking on the wall. I'm knocking on the wall. Somebody is filming me. I forget who it was. I think Brent, when we were there. But I'm knocking on the wall. And I said, hey, can I come in? I got to make a call to my parents. What's wrong? And the door was shut. It opened. And right after that happened, I was like, whoa, this is way ridiculous. I put the door back where it was, and I was pounding on the wall. I mean, first I just normal knock.
Yeah.
And then the second time, I'm just pounding on the wall. And I could not recreate to get that door open at that time.
I remember seeing that evidence.
It's absolutely crazy.
That was the same one that we got just in the EVP. I remember us really analyzing what the hell that was.
It was
weird. It
weird.
referenced us. It was like someone's in the hall. And we were in the hall asking questions. And it was like, did they see us? Is this... We talked about multiple dimensions. Like, what if someone was actually there in a different dimension? And we, it bled through.
Yeah, because we actually did an experiment. I don't know if it was that night, but one of my previous things, because one of the things in Post Town, there was a vortex. There was an energy vortex or an opening, a gateway, whether it be to another dimension, a different world, we don't know. But that is one of the things that was right up the top of the stairs of the building was vortex. I'm the dummy that broke the vortex. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I remember that wasn't with us, but that was before us.
I was with Jay Lynch and LEP. Well, they weren't LEP Paranormal then. They were it was just Jay, and I think we were just there for investigation. I'm in the room with him, and I think his wife was with us too. And I'm talking, and I'm reading the Bible I'm reading out of is out of a veteran's Bible out of World War II, so it was kind of fitting for me to read it, being a veteran myself.
Mm-hmm.
And everything like that. So I'm reading the Bible, but it was so distracting trying to get us out of the room. I forgot I had the Bible in my hand, and that was supposed to be the key to this said vortex. And I walked out of the hallway and ran down to the classroom with everybody else, and then I realized, oh shit, I still have it. And this spirit was wanting that. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had there. One of the awesome. I just related to the video a lot with him being in a schoolhouse. Now, that apparition at the end or that face at the end, that could be anything, or it could be absolutely of somebody just checking him out, see if he's leaving. What do you guys think? I'm done talking on. That's all you guys.
What? Yeah. Go ahead, Kayla. You didn't get to talk much on the last one.
No, it's all good. No, it's good. I don't know. That one was kind of a fake feeling to me, I guess.
Mm-hmm. It did have a fake feeling because you didn't see the door completely open. His buddy could have been standing there and slammed it.
There's so many variables.
It was clearly on his cell phone. Like, it's not. I don't know. The face didn't look.
It didn't look like
apparition-like or anything. It looked like a person. Which, I mean.
And it was also outside. So you don't have an aspect. Yeah, you don't have an aspect of how close he was to anything else. Like, you would think a school would be in a town, near a town. But you don't know. You know, that's just us making assumptions.
Yeah, well, it said it was on an abandoned road at the beginning.
Okay.
It did say.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be very populated. But is it his buddies playing a prank on him? Is it, could it be paranormal? Yeah.
Is it for clout?
Yeah. Could he just want the follows? Could he just? You never.
Teenage.
It's tough. And I liked the board sliding. I thought that was cool, but but still.
But was the ground not level? Like when he walked by it, could he have kicked it and made it slide? Like, because it didn't show any of that.
Yeah. So, that one's up for debate. Some of them are, some of them are. So I think that's a good place to end it and move on to the next one.
Roll.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Thing in the cellar. Realtor and single mom Ashley Kettering from Loveland, Colorado usually posts videos about her experiences as a realtor. But one night on November 12th, while she and her 5-year-old were fast asleep in bed, Ashley got a movement notification from her living room security camera. When she checks the footage, she is shocked. Now, Ashley Kettering claims that she has no pets and therefore has no clue what the strange figure creeping from her basement could be. She also explains that her basement windows have sensors on them, so nothing or no one could have gotten inside without her knowing. Concerned viewers on TikTok ask Ashley to move her camera to film down the basement stairs. When she does, she captures something absolutely horrifying.
Fuck.
Again, a small, unexplained figure seems to creep around the bottom of the basement stairs. Due to digital compression, it's pretty hard to tell exactly what the figure could be. So what did Ashley catch on her basement stairs? Is it something paranormal? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
So on that one, I got a few messages on my phone from that one. People watching, and they're like, "Dude, that basement, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
Exactly. But I agree. What happened in that basement? What did they do?
Yeah, those eyes, man. Sorry, I got something stuck in my tooth. In my teeth is bugging me.
Embarrassing.
I'm looking up her TikTok right now.
But literally, okay, so that definitely those eyes. So that was definitely a creature because it has to be of some sort of form and have, like an animal. Raccoon's eyes are a different, different red.
Mm-hmm.
Every humanoid usually glows that color, usually bright white. Or if we're in the color setting, it's usually bright red or bright orange. But that was weird because you saw the mask, and it's a grayscale camera, but you saw the mask still on the grayscale.
Mm-hmm. I like his point about the digital compression rate. So what he means is basically these are most likely wireless cameras, and broadcasting that stuff, you do get smudging and pixelation and those kinds of things if they're not very good. I mean, they were good quality for what she needs, but to actually
I wish there was a 4K camera right there.
Yeah. I mean, but to actually capture evidence and of the paranormal, they are not good for that. So personally, my opinion is this could be a TikTok blow up. They want to blow up on TikTok.
I just looked up her TikTok account, and she has another video on there, and it's of the basement, and there's like a figure that walks across the floor.
Right now, let's see if we can watch.
Okay. I don't know how to send it in Discord, probably.
No, don't do Discord. If you do Discord, I'll have to tab out of James and everything.
No, just do Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, just do Messenger, and I can find it that way.
I'll be right back, guys. And I'd just like to share. Somebody was watching our podcast and literally said I had to close my laptop. Scared the piss out of me. I can't watch it right now. So let's make that. People get scared about that, but that for us is what drives was.
Yeah, I mean, this is what keeps us like wanting to do the paranormal. Yeah, like it sucks when you're out of the loop. So go ahead, James. I'll in my opinion, I know exactly what you're trying to say here. Basically, the problem with this stuff is when you're out of the game for so long, it sucks because you don't get involved in the paranormal. It's like being a part of a band. So if you're not going and doing anything, it's hard to be excited about it and want to do anything and keep the page active, and you're not going anywhere. We're in COVID, obviously we've had a lot of investigators come down with COVID, not due to them not being protective or anything like that. It just Indiana's what me and you were talking about this scale
right now.
Yeah, we're the third highest as the last time I looked for COVID in the state. In the States. So, we're trying to be as cautious as we can and protect everyone. But also, these videos keep us excited.
And we both work in like high contact jobs.
Yeah,
we do.
So.
We really do.
But the watching these videos keeps us really excited about it. I
cannot wait when we get to go to I miss home investing. I really do. I miss being family. I miss being there to give them answers. And everybody's like, well, we want the scary stuff. I guess. But.
Yeah, it's not always about that.
Yeah, Trevor, I'm just now getting past COVID myself. It's a long, long haul.
And unfortunately, I think I'm just starting that trip.
I think you're just starting the trip, but at least you got some references. I can help you out.
Yeah.
I can help you get through this. Is there more of that video? Because I'm really, I don't want to get off here. I'm having a great time.
Here it is. I'm gonna swap over to the evidence thing real quick, and here's the TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, so I can't really do much with this.
I even have a TikTok.
No, I don't have one. But hang on here. Let me. It's really fast.
You're fast.
Yeah, they slow it down.
This never gets slowed down. Oh, here. A slow motion.
I'm going to mute you guys so I can hear. Is there audio for this one?
No.
Okay, well, I'm just going to... Like, I don't see a figure. Are they saying there's a figure there, or... Do we have to... You want me to send you my login so you actually log into TikTok?
No, I don't want to log in.
For heaven's sake, stay with the time, Kevin. Get a TikTok.
I don't want a TikTok. Why is this... Ah! It really wants me to get a fucking login for TikTok.
I can message you quick. So I don't...
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I got it.
You're going to log in. Oh, by the way, everybody copy this down.
There.
No, all I see is a login. Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. Slow motion original. Let's see if you can blow it up. You gonna play it or what's going on?
That's it right there. It's 4 seconds.
Okay, go ahead. I wasn't watching.
It's like someone's in her house.
Wow! I just saw it. Okay. It literally is like somebody ran by the doorway there.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go to her house right now. I need to go talk to whatever's in that basement. That's pretty crazy though. You can see it. It darts in front of the doorway. Is that what you guys are seeing too?
Yeah.
Literally, that is a humanoid. That moves like a humanoid. That's crazy. There's something in that basement.
Definitely interesting.
It's definitely interesting. I will definitely give you that.
All right,
crazy.
well, let's get back to so that was the continuation of that one.
That video, I like it.
That's definitely I don't know. I wish we could look up the history of the house to see if someone passed away.
Yeah, there could be so many. It could be residual haunting.
Yeah,
she's a realtor, so maybe in her other videos she talks about her house's history.
maybe.
That'd be good.
But all right, let's continue on here. All right, we're gonna get back to the videos.
Go
Okay.
Being shadowed.
I am ready.
Paranormal investigators Kevin and cameraman Fabio from the YouTube channel Archivo Extinto explore a cemetery in Mexico where mostly children are buried. The graveyard's caretaker believes the cemetery to be extremely haunted. He says that he's only worked at the children's graveyard for 2 years, but in that time, he claims he's heard voices and has seen the ghosts of children playfully running around the gravestones. As host Kevin is telling the caretaker's creepy story, he and cameraman Fabio are interrupted.
Él ya lleva aproximadamente 2 años trabajando en este lugar y nos cuenta que en todo este tiempo ha tenido manifestaciones, incluso en donde él duerme. Nos comentaba que le han bajado. ¿Qué pasó?
No sé, güey, no mames.
¿Se escuchó?
Sí. No sé, ¿no lo
¿Fue como un quejido?
Sí.
As Kevin is right in the middle of telling the story about the cemetery's caretaker, a child's faint moan can be heard right behind cameraman Fabio. Fabio quickly turns around, but there's no one there. Kevin begins to ask questions directed at the child spirit that might be following them, and the strange activity begins to intensify.
Niño, si quieres jugar, no seas mamón, güey. A tu lado, a tu costado, sí. Hacia allá se escuchó, güey. Se escuchó hacia allá. No mames, cabrón. Otra risa. Fue otra risa, güey.
Even though he's a bit spooked, Archivo Extinto host Kevin begins to taunt the entity to show itself. What happens next is downright chilling.
No tengo miedo absoluto. Te pido que te manifiestes. No seas mamón, güey. Allá, acá.
Fue acá abajo como...
Acá abajo, güey. No mames. Alguien corrió, güey. ¿Escuchaste?
Alguien corrió, güey.
No mames. Dime qué es lo que quieres, niño. Vete a la chingada. ¿Qué chingados?
Cameraman Fabio has now had enough and just wants to get out of there. As they are heading towards the graveyard's exit, Kevin reflects on what they have experienced at the creepy cemetery. Fabio pans the camera around one last time and captures something truly terrifying.
Un cementerio lleno de actividad, repleto de manifestaciones paranormales, muchas energías, mucha energía vagando por todas las tumbas, por todo el sitio. tratando de jugar.
Did you see it? As Fabio pans his camera around to get a quick shot of the cemetery around them, something seems to be standing right behind them. The guys say that they didn't even notice it at the time, but a dark figure seems to be following them as they are leaving the cemetery grounds. YouTube and Facebook viewers believe that it could be the apparition of one of the children buried in the cemetery. But what do you think? You can check out this full video and more creepy investigations over on Kevin and Fabio's YouTube channel, Archivo Extinto. High School Haunt. After a devastating fire destroyed most of the town.
Well. That's quite crazy.
Yeah, that was definitely interesting.
Well.
Oh, there's another one. We have more after. Awesome.
Yeah, one more.
I was hoping there was one more after this. That's like awesome.
So
that, for me, how weird is it to build them cemeteries as they were like platforms? And those obviously are all man-made. There's walls built up. Here's the cemetery, but a children's only cemetery. Come on now.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting.
I mean, I've never heard of it. I mean, there could be in the U.S. I've never researched it either of just being a straight children's cemetery, but it always relates down in Mexico. There's something supernatural.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, what is up with all these being? I mean, I guess the last one we just watched before this one was in Colorado, so that was.
Yeah, that one was in Colorado, but then again, we had the second video tonight that came out of.
Yeah, and it seemed like most of the videos last week were a lot of Mexico.
Yeah, and it's just. I wish I could.
Wish we could just go to Mexico, right?
I just leave to Mexico. So, what did you guys think about that? The apparition. I mean, there was that. It for me. My skeptic side. That could.
Yeah, I'm a little. I don't know why, but I'm a little bit more skeptical on that one.
It had hard clothes on, and then it had a pale face. So that had some different definitions as the apparition appears. Maybe that was a full body apparition where it was showing face, clothes, that, or and usually it's just a shadow figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was definitely very, very different. So if they truly did not see that, I heard the laughter throughout the cemetery.
Yeah, I heard the laughter, heard some of the stuff, and I heard the footsteps.
I did not hear the footsteps.
I heard them. It just sounded like heavy footsteps, like running through the grass. It was nothing crazy, but it looked like it ran right past him. So.
And sorry, guys, you're hearing a little bit of possibility.
Oh, that's fine.
I want to apologize. Around.
Yeah, Trevor. He says it seems a little too tall to be a child.
It did seem a little tall.
So I don't know. Someone could have been following them. It all could have been staged. I hate to say that it could have all been staged, but that's the reality.
That could be the claim.
I mean, people need views. People need money. I get it. So who knows?
Yeah, the laughter and stuff was super clear, like almost too clear.
It was very. You're right. It had a weird.
It was like very crisp and clean.
But it did say that they had like a whole video to it all. So, if for people that might be thinking like there was a child with them the whole time doing these things, that would have been a little tough to hide. Having a child with them the entire time if this was a whole long video of them being there. I mean, we only saw the highlights. We're just watching a highlight reel. Who knows how long they were there for? Yeah,
true. It did say mom time. Hello, everybody. Well,
yeah, we appreciate you guys tuning in. So I think we should just start into our next video. This is our last one for the night.
We've been cruising tonight for a little bit. It's already 10:30.
Yeah. So let's get this going here.
One more.
High School Haunt. After a devastating fire destroyed most of the town of Goldfield, Nevada in 1923, the Goldfield High School was one of only 2 remaining large historical buildings in town. The high school was built in 1907, and although at first it was only a high school, Eventually, it was used to teach children of all ages. It is said that when the school was in operation, the children were often cruelly punished by the school's somewhat sadistic principal. Even darker, a student allegedly passed away from carbon monoxide inhalation in the building's coal room. Goldfield High School was closed in 1953 due to a cracked and weakening foundation. It has remained empty and abandoned for almost 70 years. Locals claim that the building is extremely haunted by both the spirits of the departed principal and her former students. Ghost hunters Tony, Desmond, Caden, Jossam, and Eric from the YouTube channel Ogden Paranormal spend the night at the creepy abandoned school in hopes of capturing evidence of paranormal activity. Soon after they begin to set up their equipment, team member Eric, who is near the former principal's office, begins to feel very ill.
What's going on, bro? I feel like I just got socked in my stomach and I feel so nauseous now. You feel like you got socked in your stomach? Yeah. I was just following Kaden trying to figure out where to put this either.
Yeah, weird. I was walking this way and he was behind me and then he just like, and it was just like, whoa. I think he said whoa or something like that and it was just kind of like, almost like he was going to like stumble and he just actually sat down.
You good, E?
I think I need some air, dude.
Yeah, let's get you outside, bro.
I feel so sick right now.
Well, I'm glad you're alright. Like I said, don't feel like
I guess it could be worse, right?
It could be worse, and here's the other thing is, like, you're in charge here. It's not, you know, if they're building and stuff, but...
person, dude, and I feel like crying right now.
Now, Eric is a diehard skeptic when it comes to the paranormal, but after this experience, he is reluctant to join the others as they head back upstairs. It seems that the Ogden Paranormal team is beginning to provoke some strange, unexplained activity in the abandoned high school. The team splits up and only Tony, Jossam, and Caden remain on the third floor. They try to taunt what they believe could be the spirit of the school's former principal. That's when things get truly bizarre.
You think it's okay to lock them in a closet?
Because it's not okay. What was that?
That sounds like a chair.
Yeah. What was that? What was that?
It's a chair.
Yeah.
The sound of a chair sliding across the floor can be heard, and soon after an EVP follows that seems to greet them. What makes this incident so strange is that this isn't the only time they hear the mysterious chair. When they are on the second floor, they hear this.
Is no dripping out about that sound upstairs?
That squeaky sound?
It sounded like a chair sliding.
Then again later, this.
Are you up there?
Because there are many chairs scattered around the high school building, the team is unable to find the exact source of the mysterious sound. But meanwhile, team members Desmond and Eric are investigating one of the high school's classrooms. Desmond asks the spirits of former students a few confrontational questions about the school's cruel principal. Just then, one of their static cameras in the next room catches something very strange.
Has she hit you? If she was to do that nowadays, she would go to jail.
Right as Desmond says that, our static camera right outside the classroom catches some sort of shadow or mist near the toy trigger objects. It's pretty faint, but if you look near the bottom half of the screen, you'll see a mist-like anomaly go from right to left towards the piano. We'll play it on a loop so you can more easily see it.
So did the Ogden Paranormal team capture a shadow apparition on camera? Are former students or maybe even the malicious principal still haunting the school hallways? Let me know what you think. You can check out this full investigation as well as many more creepy ghost hunts over on the YouTube channel Ogden Paranormal, Paranormal Investigations.
So yeah.
For me, for that one, that one especially, I didn't like.
You didn't what?
I didn't. All I saw was light. See a shadow.
I'm James. You're cutting out really bad.
Yeah, I didn't see a shadow either.
I didn't see a shadow on that.
Okay, I did. Why am I the one that's normally I saw. If you look, let me see if I can go back to it.
At the bottom of the piano, I didn't see anything.
So you look at the chair.
I didn't see anything either.
You look at the chair.
Okay.
Let me go back
to
it.
I'm just giving my opinion of what I saw.
No, you're fine. Just trying to get. Okay, let me swap back over to it, and you can have it running, so you can see it. Yeah, Trevor saw it, so hang on. So if you look at the chair.
It's pretty faint, but if you look near the bottom half of the screen, you'll see a mist-like anomaly go from right to left towards the piano. We'll play it on a loop so you can more easily see it.
The chair next to the piano?
Yes. If you look at the chair next to the piano, at the like cushion part where you sit, you'll see a black dot for a second. That's the easiest one I can see. And then when they when they change the footage to be inverse, so blacks are light and lights are darker, you'll see it a little bit easier here.
So did the Ogden Paranormal team capture a shadow apparition on camera? Or former students?
See if I can just back it up.
Did the Ogden Paranormal team capture a shadow apparition on camera? Or former students or maybe even the malicious principal still haunting the school hall?
That's not a shadow.
I'm not saying.
No, I'm seeing the black kind of thing move across the way.
Yeah, it like sways back and forth.
For me, that's too much shadowing. That's not an actual figure. That was just much shadowing.
So Andromeda had a comment in there. I couldn't breathe, chest hurt. I heard go away. I saw a brief picture of an old man, Caucasian with glasses. Not sure who it could be, principal, someone else. But my right upper buttocks hurts so bad. Well, I believe the principal was a female, from what they described at the beginning of the video. So I'm not for sure what you might be thinking on that. I don't know. But this is just a highlight reel of videos that people are coming up with. So, but yeah, so that one, I would say that one is like a good investigation.
No,
I'm not
absolutely.
like that is like a standard paranormal investigation somewhere.
No, absolutely. I agree.
That I would be happy with that night. I would be I need to switch over to us. I would be excited about that. That would have been a fun night regardless. Catching, everyone has their opinions on that, and you think you saw and some don't, but that to me is like, that's what investigating is all about. That's
absolutely.
That's something I would be excited to hear and see. Those chairs moving, I think that was cool. I mean, You don't see everyone, so you don't know if someone could be moving them. You don't want to believe someone could be moving them, because if someone's moving them like that, it's not that big of an evidence. It's not that, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you see, like, the ball. I don't know, when we first did this, where there was a ball rolling down a hallway. And we were like, it could be on a string, it could be, you know, and that's big evidence because you're seeing something move. You know, they didn't catch you didn't catch the chair. You know, to me, those things lead more credence to it being true, because it's not like, oh my God, evidence. It's not like, this is amazing evidence. It's just enough to keep you wanting more.
Yeah.
But, you know, I saw the shadow. You guys didn't, you know, that's fine.
You're old.
You're old. I have better eyesight. It must be because I haven't had COVID.
It must be.
It must be.
I'm not diagnosed yet.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but you're home safely and not around people. So that's the most important. Well, yeah. I mean, I had a great time tonight, guys. What'd you do? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think all the monolith stuff. I don't know. We might have seen the end of it. You can only copycat for so long for people just to fall off. Yeah. Well, until you just like falls off. No one cares.
Until another like weird location that it's been there for 5 years.
I mean, Rando Notting's gone.
Is it?
Heard much, I mean, I haven't heard much of Rando Notting.
Well, they changed the app, so you have to pay for it. Like you have
you have to pay now.
Kind of. There's like Rando Notting bucks or something like currency, and you have to have so much currency, which I don't know how you get the currency. But again, Indiana's the third highest COVID state, so we ain't going and doing that, unfortunately. We wanted to.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Yeah, we're the third highest state.
Right. You're gonna get that medal, bud. Bronze.
It's not a. I need to watch more. Oh yeah, dude, we are on every Saturday. Hopefully, we're trying to get more consistent, but
every Saturday. Last week was a good episode, Trevor. If you missed last week,
we were on Sunday, so that's probably why you might have missed out or didn't have the time. But the goal is to be Saturday at 9 p.m. And to drink a few beers.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Next week it might not be possible for me to be on, depending how my Christmas show goes. See my Christmas.
Yeah. You have a online Christmas show. Andromeda, thank you for liking it.
So if I'm not available, Kevin and Kayla is going to hop on here.
Well, Kayla is in quarantine, so she might not be feeling well. So
I'm not doing much of anything.
She is ready to research this week and ready to get a show ready.
Yeah,
Josh,
pick your next topic.
Josh might be talking. We might have Josh on next week.
And I would love to, and if I can be a part of that, that would be absolutely. My show's at 7. It lasts only about a half. I bet about that.
Yeah, you know, Josh. If you can't be there, he doesn't want to do it without you.
I know. I love that.
Oh, rude, Josh. Rude.
Josh and I just have this connection in the paranormal that's way deep. That's way deep.
Giggity.
But all right, my computer's yelling at me to update, so I'm going to go ahead and log off here, guys. It's been a pleasure tonight. But all these things are saying update. Go ahead and
get yourself on Wired.
Yeah, next week I'll be on Wired. Don't worry, guys.
Cool.
Wi-Fi disruption. Sorry. I apologize for that.
And Trevor, I'll try to grab a whiskey next time and join you with that. So, but take it easy, everyone. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and throw a like and share it out if you really enjoyed it. Have a good night. Bye.